What's up, world? It's the Wayne. Sean back at you one more again. Right now, I got a special guest with me. He's a rapper. On top of that, this dude right here is a skateboarder. Dope. So on top of that, all in all, let's get into it. Greatest slang in live.
G.L.A. G.L.A. You already know. Bringing the B.B.C rerhyme series. If you haven't heard it, just dropped mixtape 4. It hasn't even been a year yet, so it's pretty crazy. Part 5 dropping probably on my birthday to kind of mark the year, because that's when I started writing.
Now what made you start writing, man? Like, as far as writing goes.
What made me started writing? I always wanted to get into music. I mean, I listen to music all the time. I listen to like everybody, but it was just like me being black. You didn't want to like follow the stereotype, because you would think like, oh, if I started rapping, it's like, oh, I gotta rap about gold chains or having this whip, or just doing all this explicit and all, and that wasn't me. So I was like, well, how could I do it? And so I kind of got inspired by my one friend. She was into music and I was into music, and it kind of just went from there. And what would happen is she wasn't doing a lot with it. She would like write, but she'd be kind of like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, well, if you write, I'm gonna write too. And it went from there. So the first track I wrote to was Not a Stain on Me, and ended up from that track going to a whole little mixtape. And it was all a goof thing. Like, what even started G.L.A, it was like what would be like the best spoof rapper name? The greatest lame alive. And it was like, oh, this gonna be hot, because it's like, if I'm lame, people gonna be like, oh, this dude lame anyway. So that's right. So if I'm good, people like, oh, you. So it kind of shows.
Now, how did the B.B.C Rewind series begin? Like, because like if you think about it, you think about B.B.C Rewind, you think about the movie,
right?
So I mean, like,
that's what it got from. So it was kind of like, I actually seen that movie like around the same time, and I thought it was a cool concept, and I just switched it and said, instead of B.B.C Rewind, it's B.B.C Rerhyme. So it was just the same concept. I was just, instead of doing movies and redoing them, I would take the beats and redo them and put my own little version to it, and it just went from there. So I just turned it into a series and instead of trying to like name a different mixtape, you like B.B.C Rerhyme, because that was what I was doing throughout all of the mixtapes I've done. So.
Who's your influences as far as rapping goes? Cause I mean, like, your style. I mean, I heard B.B.C Rewind for it, and it's like your style of rapping is not like most people's. It's not even like most people's in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like,
that's what's scary.
It's different. It's different. Different to me. Different is cool. I like different. But I mean, like, who? I mean, when you in the booth writing, like, who are your influences?
My influence is like life. I get influenced off, I can think about those kids over there playing, and it's just like, man, how can I integrate that with like what you see as what's real? So that's what my influence is, like what's real to me, like what I encounter every day. Because I don't encounter getting all this money all the time, or I don't encounter, selling drugs. I encounter what I do in life. So that's what is different in the mixtape series. And so, like, music-wise, like, I listen to Lupe Fiasco, Millionaire, Common, I listen to, like, De La Soul, like, just different, like, and I listen to Nelly Furtado, Gnarls Barkley, like, all of those influences will really come together and kind of what makes G.L.A, or, the whole B.B.C Rerhyme series. And I try to just make the mixtapes kind of cater to that kid that's walking down the street who listen to music, but he just bumped because he want to hear like what he's saying versus like what beat it is, So that's what I really like think is cool about what I've been doing so far, and how it's like this is sick. Like this ain't what I thought it would be. So it just come out.
So basically what you're saying is you basically when you find beats, you basically go to any and every genre, right?
Just about. I kind of keep it. I mean, it's in the same genre of like what hip hop would be or rapping, but I try to find different beats that you would think like you wouldn't expect, So part 3, I don't know if you heard part 3, but part 3, like I did to like Gnarls Barkley, and on part 4 I did something to actually a Nelly Furtado beat, and it was like it was like I felt like I was progressing because it was able to like transfer me onto anything. So I feel like I'm like real versatile on like any kind of beat that I hear, and I'm able to like keep that same consistency and like content, but still make it fluid and like come out how it does.
So I mean, like, what comes first? You writing, or you just like, or basically you just, just basically go in like, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Like, how do you?
I usually figure out a perceptive way of how I want the mixtape sound to feel, because it'll kind of be all like different beats. But I just listen to it for about 2 weeks or so, and then after I listen to it, I get an idea of how I want to go into the beat, or if I want to put a hook in, because some I just like spit through for 2.5 minutes or so, and some I actually want to put a hook in, and it just goes from there, and I just get the mindset, and boom.
Now for what y'all have been waiting for, the moment of truth. Here it is, a freestyle from my man G.L.A. Let's go.
Hey, check it. It's G.L.A. blowing hard, teapot, full of soul, stay laced, Reebok, click clack, acapella when the beat stop. We just swing into the rhyme, no treetop. Hey, we put their mind in the frame, then put it up to remind them again that first class is a title we defend. So get the scalpel cause the clamp coming in. Check, we about to make a decision. Cut open the game, make a decision. Should I stay sitting down and just keep on spitting? Plenty fans in the stands so my feet ain't lifting. Hey, you feel me? I'm one of like 2 G's. The center is so me, I'm coloring so me. Whoa, I'm ripping B.B.C, level of A&D. The city that's so hard, I call it the Rockies. Punchline full effect, I give them the Rocky. That I make them feel weird like watching the cop pee. Homie, please, I eat them like rice treats. If you want to find me, I'm slacking on time sheets. Going hard for the shows, I'm moving like mouse feet. Scurry in a hurry, I'm Dougie with 2 G's. You see me, cause homie, I'm so hype, man. Hey, super cool, related to Cube Ice, man. My flow hot, I probably make steamed rice, man.
Now, the thing is, I want to know this, like, off of Be Calm, We Run For It. What are your top 3 songs that you would have as singles?
Getting Dougie with it. That felt like a summer banger. Like if that was like my original beat, that man. Getting Dougie with it. Jumping Out the Matrix, and It's an Attack. Those would be like the top 3. Where it's just like lyrical content, beat, everything was just like you would think like it was almost as if it was on my album if I came out with an album. So that's what I would tell you to check out on Be Kind Rerhyme Part 4.
So tell the people, everybody, where can they find your music at?
You can find my music at reverbnation.com/GLA, Greatest Lame Alive. You can also check myspace.com/Great Lame, and also that Piff. I actually don't know the URL for that one, but you can go on that Piff and basically type in Be Kind Rerhyme, and it should pop up, and it should be straight. And Part 5 coming soon. Keep an eye out.
All right, one more question before we go.
Okay.
Do you think that you will ever keep doing the mixtapes, or do you think you'll just ever just say, I want to put out an album like right now, right here?
That's scary. I love doing the mixtapes because, for one, it's still giving back without like being industry. I don't want to be like industrialized to a point where like I'm not feeling my own music. So I could like do the mixtapes for forever, but if the opportunity comes and I'm like in the mindset and I want to do an album, then it could happen. Because it's probably, if I like went major, there's plenty of people I love to like collab with and make something like super like sick, and just put on for Cleveland. So
alright, man. Well, it's good talking to you.
Good talking to you.
And on top of that, go to BlackBerry Chronicles to hear this dude mixtape.
Check it.
Check it out. And we out. Audi 5000. Yeah.
Now put my picture in your mental complex, but I'm simple, keep it high like the gristle. Hold up, hey. For shizzle, my nizzle, G.L.A, it's official. See my hand on the whistle, about to blow it. Cause all of these other homies is blowing sticks. Trickling down, losing that glow a bit. But see, look in the sky, see I'm a solar kid, potential, I'm a boat of it. That's why they be like rowing it. Hey, cause you're gonna need a boat, how I just flow with it. Noah's Ark.